Hi there, Jackson and Charvel nerds. This is a quick update on my last two videos. One of them was Charvel and NAM 2018 predictions, and the other one was where I went through all the Jackson heads that they'd tweeted out to us. They tweeted us like a sneak preview of all the heads that are joined to obviously bodies that we want to see at NAM, and we can't wait to see at NAM, which is not far away now. But something's happened this week. As a result of me posting those videos, what I thought would be really interesting to put out on here. So I'm just sat in my bedroom now doing this quick video. I want to show you some screenshots of two things. First of all, this morning, I don't know what time, I guess American time, Charvel Guitars tweeted out a photo that confirms the things what I predicted for NAM, which is, thank God. Thank God that I got them right and I didn't get those things wrong. Basically, you can see the picture now appearing down there somewhere. That is the latest sneak preview from Charvel, and obviously it's a natural wood body on this model, but you know, I'm sure they'll come in various typical Charvel colours. But the thing what has been confirmed for me, and the main thing that is the biggest change, is that there will be 24 frets on Charvels. I noticed those offset dots on the 24th fret on another more vague picture that they put out probably just over a week ago, and I guess that were 24 frets. It resembled the Pro Series Jackson Dinky, which is made in the same Mexican factory. That's what exact, you know, fret inlays that has, and that's what kind of gave it away for me. Now, what's really interesting about this picture down here that I've put on, that Charvel put out, is that also what I got right was that they would thin down the neck joint, the heel on the neck, and stop it being, you know, like a Strat bolt-on fixture there, what kind of does get in the way a bit, and they make it a bit more sleek and a bit more slim, and that looks like what they've done. As you can see in the picture there, it's definitely slimmer, definitely thinner, and it does resemble the old Jacksons that I grew up knowing and loving, with a much thinner neck joint, where the body kind of meets the neck, a much thinner piece there, which resembles also the JS Jackson, the budget models that they call their budget models, which are very good models actually, but that resembles to me the old school Jackson, and the JS models are much thinner, piece of wood there where the bolts go through the body to the neck. It's much thinner and much more accessible. So those are the two things that I got right in one way or another. The main thing though, what's kind of shocked me a bit, is that if you look at the upper horn on that picture down there, you will see that it looks like a new body shape to me. That doesn't look like a Strat style, Strat shape body. That looks like a dinky body. So I'm confused as to what's going on. Fender obviously on Charvel and Jackson are very, very good at knowing how to design a guitar that's going to sell. You know, that's the recipe that they've used for years. That is like what they are good at. That is how they've become so successful. Now, what I will say is that I don't know whether this model will go down well with you know, Charvel traditionalists. You know, they're used to a Strat shaped body. We don't know what the headstock's like yet, although I did own an old Charvel years ago, and the headstock was exactly like a Jackson headstock. It was that kind of shape. But yeah, it's a tough one, this. I don't know whether it's going to go down well with the guys that like a Strat shape, when they like that Strat feel around the bolts on the neck, and 24 frets as well. And it's got me slightly concerned about the Jackson Dinky Pros, because if this new Charvel has 24 frets, looks like the same fingerboard as what the Dinky Pros have, and if it also has a Dinky or at least a more dinky style body. That looks to me on that horn like it's more of a dinky style body, not quite as rounded on the edges, and a much bigger scoop around the horns to give more access, like you would want on a guitar that you're going to be right up on the 24th fret on. That looks to me like it's leaning more towards a dinky than a Charvel. Whether or not the famous Charvel plate for the bolt-on neck will be still around the back somehow, maybe an updated video or something, whether they've done away with that as well and it's just some bolts, you know, sort of Ibanez style going through. Who knows? You know, we don't know that yet, but what they've revealed there looks to me like a different body shape. It looks more like a dinky. It really does look more like a dinky with a different heel on. The Jackson dinky has 3 bolts through instead of 4 to relieve, to give you more space to move around, but this one looks to me like it's a flatter, like an old school dinky and a JS dinky body around there. Anyway, tell me what you think in the comments. Tell me whether you think you like it or whether you don't like it. I got quite excited about it, and this picture, I really liked it, and it really made me want one. Whether or not I'll order one is a different matter, because I've got a lot of guitars and you can't get as many demos out of guitars as you can, you know, amps and heads. So as far as this channel goes, it might not be my favourite to get one. Now, well, we've talked about JS series Jacksons, we're going to move on now to a different picture. I found this, I've never seen this guitar before, but about a year ago I found a soloist that was available in America that just wasn't available in the UK, and I spoke to my artist relation at Jackson UK, and he said sometimes it happens there are just guitars made that are only available in the US, which, you know, that's fair dues. You know, I took it on the chinny and I didn't get that soloist, obviously I just couldn't get hold of it. Now, this guitar is invisible on the internet to me anyway in the UK, unless I know the exact thing to type in. Now what you type in for this is Jackson JS30 EX. Okay, now EX to me, when people say I've got an EX, I always think, oh, that will be an Ibanez, because there used to be an Ibanez EX. This is a Jackson EX, and it's a JS series. Now when I saw it, I was immediately, and I mean immediately, in love. I zoomed straight in. I found this on, I can't remember if it was a Facebook group or a forum somewhere. I can't remember. A guy was talking to another guy, and I kind of was watching the conversation, and he put a link, and I thought I'll just click on that link, see where it goes. I looked at it and I was like, my jaw was open. I was like, oh my God. Because this Jackson reminded me so much of the Jacksons that were around when I was growing up, you know, when I first was picking a guitar up, the ones that we used to stare at in shops. It was a modern take on those for me, and if you look at the picture down there, it comes in red, and it comes in like a satin red and a satin black as well, like a charcoal colour. It's basically a stained body. It will feel gorgeous, that body, I know it will. I've had a stained body before and I loved it. Now, one thing I will say is that the first thing that struck me was the pickups look like the old JS Jackson pickups, which I used to have in Jacksons, and they are renowned and quite heavily sought by, you know, online, because they've got such a unique tone. They sound a bit like a chainsaw. They are similar in a way to the AMG with sustain and stuff, but they're not active. Okay, now they look exactly like them now, which was basically like an EMG style cover with the Jackson logo on, which we all love. And then the trem system looks absolutely gorgeous. That is black as well with the Jackson logo on. And if you look, when you flip the guitar over now, I'll just move to another picture, you can see there that this is the interesting thing. These are active pickups in this thing. These are Jackson's own active pickups. Whether they are Duncan designed or whether AMG's made them a pickup, I don't know. And what they sound like, I don't know. I can't find a demo of one anywhere. Maybe these guitars aren't out yet. Maybe this is what the new JS series is going to look like next year. If it is, then they're going to look amazing. They're going to be as good as, they're going to look as good as any of the other series guitars, which is crazy because these guitars come in at about £300 to £400. It's a touch more than the old JS series that we're used to. But if this is what they're going to look like now, this stained body, I mean, that the black, you know, the black version of this just screams metal. That is a metal guitar. If anyone ever wants to know what a metal guitar looks like, should look like, sorry, it should look like that. It looks fantastic, and yeah, I'll be definitely getting one of these on my channel if they come available in the UK. And if this is what the new JS series looks like, then yeah, I'm sold. I'm sold on it. They look great. So let me know what you think below. If you're in the US and you know that these are available all the time, because they might be to you guys and we might just not have seen them in the UK, then please let me know. If these aren't available yet and these are new stock and these are what the new JS has come like, because sometimes you can go online and order something and then it says out of stock. You know, you've paid and then it says out of stock, it's not available yet, it's not out yet. That happens a lot, unfortunately. And if it's that situation, then please let me know in the comments below. I would love to know more about this Jackson JS down there. And yeah, I'm going to keep you updated as much as I can about anything that I find on the forums and put it all in one video here. So thanks for your time. I know it was a bit of a quick, boring talking video again, but let me know what you think. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you're a Jackson or Charvel nerd. Thanks for your time. I'll see you soon. Maybe after NAMM, unless there's another teaser, you know, photo out, or if somebody sticks something in the forums that looks really interesting. Oh, by the way, you might want to look at this. I'll catch you later.